Hello everyone and welcome to game 3 in a series between Swing and bbaboom Prime. Game 3 taking place here on GSL Daybreak. Swing spawning as the blue Zerg over here on the bottom left hand side. Meanwhile, over here on the top right hand side we have bbaboom Prime. And I believe this map only has two spawning locations. I would naturally assume that, yeah, there's no way that this is actually a starting location. So, this is the first time I've cast a map, or cast a game here on GSL Daybreak. And let's do a little bit of a quick analysis. There, you have a starting location. There is a decent amount of room all the way around. There's also a little bit of dead area behind the mineral patches here in order to perhaps allow for a little bit of harassment. There is a relatively close natural expansion. It is on high ground, and interestingly enough, it is on high ground with two possible entrances in. There is one on the front door with destructible rocks blocking half of it. There is another one over here on the back, which is a little bit further away. And then there are, I guess, two different options for an expansion. This is more than likely the normal option for a third base here. And then there's also this option for a base here that is close to a Zelnaga tower. So some siege tanks or some natural defense here with some spine crawlers may be a good choice. Both players now moving out with their overlords. It looks as though bbaboom Prime opening up with extractor pool more than likely. Meanwhile, we may see a 15 pool coming in from Swing. So extractor pool versus 15 hatch, and a 15 hatch does give you a little bit more of an economic opening, but definitely the extractor pool gives you a very strong harassment opening as well. The key question, will bbaboom Prime be able to deal enough damage to Swing when Swing perhaps isn't able to train up enough Zerglings? The extractor is currently being built. As soon as this extractor is done, most likely a spawning pool will be underway. And nope, there's the spawning pool being placed down a little bit earlier. Needs to get down some of those Zerglings and those queens. As we now see another overlord being added over here. We'll also see whether or not bbaboom Prime continues to mine away, or if he stops harvesting once he gets straight to 100 gas. And it looks like he will stop harvesting at 100 gas, and it is going to be a straight up Zergling battle as there is no additional hatchery over here. Overlord of Swing now slowly flying into position, trying to see what his opponent's going for. Meanwhile, bbaboom Prime doing the same thing. It looks like Swing is going to catch the drone down over here just now, and he knows that it is going to be a delayed hatchery. So the delayed hatchery is down, and now what we're going to most likely see is double queens coming in from Swing. The reason why is that he knows that there's not going to be a large wave of units coming down just quite yet, and even if there is, the queens at each base should be an adequate defense, at least for a short amount of time, and also will allow for that all-important spawn larva coming in from Swing. Hatchery is about 40% done. Meanwhile, the two queens are about to be completed, as well as a new queen is being added over here by bbaboom. bbaboom already has one queen down, quickly trying to get that second queen, and we'll see how this is all gonna work, as the metabolic boost coming in from bbaboom should be done in just a couple of seconds. Now trying to run around, perhaps is gonna get a little bit stuck. The queens may be able to get in front. Oh, the Zerglings now able to run away. Didn't want to try to go up the ramp. Not quite sure what was up on that high ground, and now those two Zerglings will be able to live and fight another day. Harvester count 20 compared to 22, so a definite economic advantage for Swing. The hatchery is about to be completed. Army advantage, a slight one by bbaboom. Only two additional Zerglings to really to distinguish between the two, as there are already two queens in play. But now we get an 18 Zerglings coming in from Swing, and this may be huge. You can see that the spine crawlers, Zerglings, are going to try to engage. Zerglings now trying to make their way up the ramp. It looks like they may be able to perhaps get one drone at the most. Yes, another Zergling getting taken down there, and now we're going to see a large counterattack come in. 20 Zerglings, or 22 Zerglings now funneling down. Production, the counter is going to be 8 Zerglings and another queen, but is it going to be enough? Is it going to be in time? The Zerglings are trying to get in position, and now the Zerglings are able to run in. Queens are able to start slashing away. What is going to happen? There is not enough for transfusions. Drones are now coming off the mineral line. Will they be able to fight back? A lot of damage is being dealt. bbaboom now trying to pull back with those queens, down to 10 hit points, 2 hit points. Down it goes, and it looks like Swing is going to be able to take this victory here on Daybreak, as the Zerglings are now going toe-to-toe against drones. Drones not strong enough to really fight back, and this is really, really poor news here, as it looks as though... wait, no, it started to... No, that is a really bad sign. 7 Harvesters compared to 35. There's really not much that Baboon can do except give the GG, and there it is. So Swing taking another game from Baboon Prime. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next game in this series.